With Pokemon Scarlet and Violet set to release on November 18th, 2022, and the end of Pokemon journeys near, we must embrace the start of the next generation of Pokemon. And with every generation of Pokemon comes the start of a new series of the Pokemon anime. Today, I'd like to talk about my hopes and dreams for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet anime. First things first, what will the anime be called? Sometimes we get an original anime series name like Advanced or Journeys, but sometimes they just stick with the game names like Diamond and Pearl or XY. Looking at past trends, Pokemon doesn't tend to do original names back to back, but they went from Diamond and Pearl all the way to Sun and Moon using the game names. Because of this, my gut tells me that this anime series will be called Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. However, this is not confirmed nor is it a guarantee, but for the rest of this video, I'd be referring to the anime as such. Who should Ash's companions be? I know this is a very polarizing opinion, but I would be very happy to see Go stay on Ash's side and continue on with him in the Paldea region. Nemona is also a great option to replace Chloe since honestly at this point it doesn't seem like there's much more she can do. How would they work alongside Ash in this upcoming series though? Who knows, maybe for Go I can see him staying with Ash to catch even more Pokemon. He'd be a great way to show off the new Generation 9 Pokemon, as well as there's always time for him to catch older Pokemon from older generation, perhaps some more Sinnoh Pokemon. As for Nemona, my wish for her is that they make it so that she also challenges the gyms alongside Ash. We know that there are gyms in this region and I think it'd be cool to have the first gym challenger traveling companion. Like they could even write her off the show every now and then as she goes to get badges on her own and introduce a bunch of temporary companions. Speaking of getting written off for a few episodes, there is something so magical about the experience of watching Ash travel throughout the region and arriving at new cities. I really miss the formulaic nature of the show up until Sun and Moon and yearn for it to go back this way. I might be one of the few that thinks this way, but I do rather strongly think about this, so that's my hope. It's the best way to see all different parts of a region as well as show off their cast. Despite not being a traveling region, I think that Sun and Moon did a fantastic way of portraying the Alola region off. Pokemon Journeys on the other hand did a horrible job. We didn't even get to see most of the gym leaders from Galar, and we didn't even get to see a major rival being Bede. Hop only came at the end and it's just to literally be a sideline character making comments. I hope that the Scarlet Violet anime does a better job at showing off the Scarlet and Violet characters. There's something so great about Ash having at least one of the starters in this team, heck even all three is amazing. I really hope that we get Ash catching at least one, if not all three of the starters from Paldea. All three of them really suit him in my opinion, and it'd be the very best way to promote them for other reasons like merch. It would also entirely depend on Ash's strength level and or goals for this series because having half of his team be starters usually doesn't equal much strength for his team overall. Of course our main cast could have all three starters and have it be one each so that we can get rather equal screen time among the three Pokemon. Another thing I'd like to see more of is rivals spread throughout the series. I love seeing rivals we saw from the beginning grow alongside Ash and even become some of his opponents in the final league conference. If we get Nemona in here also battling, we can have even more rivals show up. It'd be another great series for them to do those mini tournaments like they did in Black and White and give us some more battles that don't involve Ash necessarily. My favorite part of every series ironically is the ending regional tournaments. I also love to see continuity of seeing older characters show up in these things. So having a couple of major rivals and a bunch of minor rivals show up to these tournaments just makes me look forward to them very much. You know, we can bring back the greatest rival to ever grace our TV screens as the major rival of the Paldea region. The final thing is, what are Ash's goals and how strong should they make Ash for this upcoming series? At the very least, he's the second strongest in the world at the end of Pokemon Journeys, so you can't just make him lose to a Snivy again. They could also just go the route of resetting him like they did in Black and White, but I don't think that will go over too well. Maybe just make it a nice mix where Ash just wants to go back to his roots of traveling through a region and making new friends and memories. He wants to do with mainly his new Pokemon, but occasionally uses his newfound strength to push his new Pokemon beyond their limits. He can prove why he's the second strongest or the strongest trainer in the world this way. So yeah, those are my wants and wishes for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet anime, or Scavio for short. I'm a simple guy who will be satisfied with anything that we get, but at the same time I want to get something that would make me the most excited to tune in every week. Regardless, I'll be watching every week and of course reviewing every week as well. Let me know your hopes and dreams for the Scavio anime in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. But for now, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.